Mr. Palmer, self-made, CEO, self-paid, I do for self, fuck you and everybody else. I'm Mr. Palmer, self-made, CEO, self-paid, I do for self, fuck you and everybody else.
Squad up! Shout out to the baby mama terrorist bounty hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and what I want to talk to you today, it never fails. This happened some years ago. This happened in Memphis, Tennessee, where a baby mama terrorist and an auntie terrorist leaves two little boys in the house. I think one was 3 and one was 2. I need to see about my purse. I need my food stamps. But I'm be honest with you. I'm glad she told her truth. A lot of these baby mama terrorists don't tell their truth. They sit back and cry like you're going to see the mother in there hollering, crying, falling out and everything else. But they don't care. You know why she hollering, crying, screaming like that? It ain't because the kids is taken out on life support, critical condition, dying, may have died. She's screaming and hollering because she know if they die, child support is gone, the link card is gone. Well, what the auntie say, food stamps is gone, vouchers, Section 8. All that shit is gone. All that shit is gone. I can't even keep a straight face. All that shit is gone. All that government daddy shit is gone. That means I's got to reproduce for boss, so I can get some more of them hands out. But what I'm laughing about is how these motherfuckers think, and motherfuckers are starting to wake up and see the light. That's what these motherfuckers are about. Black, white, blue, or green. They all want the freebie handouts. And I'm serious. She's there crying because she knows what she finna lose. And she got to start all over again. Let's continue.
Screams fill the evening sky as family members try to cope with what happened in the South Memphis community. 2 children, ages 2 and 3, left home alone shortly before a fire broke out.
During our search procedures, we located 2 small children. Those children were transported to Labana Hospital in critical condition.
The 2 boys were left unattended while their mother and aunt left home to go drop off a friend.
We left about, I don't know what time it was, because we went and dropped this dude off at home. So he had cut her grass and stuff. So we went and dropped him off at home.
Sometime after that, 911 received a call from neighbors saying the house was on fire.
Pulled up and we heard a lady hollering. And when she hollered, she was hollering 2 kids was in the house.
Peter was calling me on the telephone and she was telling me the house was on fire. The house was on fire. And so we were hurrying up to get here.
Neighbors say they heard screams coming from a home and rushed to the back door to try to rescue the 2 children. However, when they got there, the flames and smoke were too powerful for them to enter.
It was really hurtful to hear kids and not hollering. But I wasn't for sure it was kids. I thought it was the radio. So by the time I tried to get in the hall to find the smoke pushed me back out. It was too strong. I couldn't see nothing. So when they pulled them out, it really hurted my heart that I couldn't get to them.
They were just slumped over like rag dolls. You know, when they picked them up, their arms was down, their legs was just hanging, and everybody went into an emotional uproar.
However, the children's aunt, who left the house with the mother, said she has no regrets about leaving the children home alone.
No, I really don't, because if they had been there by themselves, I don't know how the house got caught on fire. I don't know if the boys started on fire or somebody threw something in there and set it on fire. I really need to get in there and see that my purse burn up. Because I had my food stuff card and everything in there.
In Memphis, Marcus Hunter, Fox 13 News.
I'm not going to lie to you. She's a piece of shit scum of the earth, low-lifed it, auntie terrorist and everything else. But you know what? I'm glad she said it. And I'm going to tell you why I'm glad she said it. Because a lot of these baby mama terrorists feel the same way about their own kids, but they will never come out and say that because they'll look like the worst piece of shit baby mama terrorist mother ever. The worst thing that a baby mama terrorist can do just get caught up in their shit by admitting that I didn't give a fuck about that kid. I did use that kid for child support, Section 8, link cards, vouchers, and all that shit. See, so they would never do that. They would never go against the grain. They would never do that. But see, their action shows that they don't give a fuck about their kids. When they alienate the father, when they manipulate the kid, when they put their kids in harm's way. How many stories have y'all heard where baby mama terrorists leave the child home alone and they die in a fire, or they shoot themselves, or they let them stay with some simp boyfriend that they just met a week ago, babysit, because he ain't working, he living off her, and then find out that the child was raped or murdered, beaten, and everything else. These baby mama terrorists do not love their kids. So when they hollering, crying, and Holy Ghost and all that shit, kick back and all that shit, it's because they got to start over again. Yeah, they're going to go to jail, but what, a year? I think this motherfucker only got probation, or she only got like 6 months in jail. She didn't get no 5 years, 10 years, even if the babies didn't die. They don't get that much time. But if a man do it, oh, he's going to jail. He should have known better. She going to play victim, say, I ain't know no better. I was just going around the corner. I was just dropping the man's off for cutting the grass. And you didn't have the mindset to even let that no like that auntie of yours stay there. She might have been ignoring them, but she would have been at least had the mindset to get him out the house if it would have ever even been the fire. If that. But people say they should have charged the auntie too. They can't charge the auntie because she's the parent. You and her left out the house together. She didn't tell the auntie to watch it, and the auntie left. Then she would have went to jail. So yeah, she deserved to get stomped out, shot, and everything else, even though she said what she said. But no, she told her truth. A lot of these baby mama chairs need to actually learn from this. Tell your truth and stop lying and putting it on the fathers. Don't want to be fathers and deadbeats and false allegation of abuse and sexual assault and all that shit on a kid. When is your funky ass doing it or allowing it? But see, fellas, that's why I say now you need to record, say messages. So even if the judge say, I ain't doing nothing about it, you got your truth and you tell your story. You do your part. But when you don't say shit, that's where the problem lies. But this is something need to be seen because a lot of these baby mama terrorists feel that way. They don't say it, but their action shows in so many different manners. From, like I said, neglecting the kid for some man, leaving the kids home alone because they don't want them over at the father's house because some bitch over there or his wife over there, or I'd rather just hurt him and let him be at home. These baby mama terrorists do not love their kids. You get mad at me and talk that, oh, you just hating and all that bullshit. Don't matter because the video shows it. I don't have to say shit. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over.
Mr. Palmer. I'm Mr. Palmer, self-made, CEO, self-paid, I do for self, I do for self, fuck you and everybody else.